Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And here we go at Mile High. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First carry now, this is Bashal Tutu. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Lisa 24.
They'll go again here with Tutu. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Move slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Rip, 23. Here we go.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Incomplete pass on 1st down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, Ginger, attack. Take right open. Still.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Hey, go. Yes.
From the gun, here's McLaughlin. He is down to the 30-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
30 left.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a 1st down from the 30.
Ralph. Gone. This is hot.
Lawrence throwing here. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it's good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Red on red. Gone. This is hot.
Lawrence working from the gun. Finds his running back. This is Bashal Tutu. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Hey, Lion. Soga, hot.
Giants with it on first. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now.
Hey, run! Here we go.
Another center with McLaughlin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars finish up an excellent opening series. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Broncos nothing. Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Nix. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20. They'll run here following the penalty. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Stopped by Foye Oluoku.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun snap to Nix. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. He's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Third and long for him here. Left side now, caught by Sutton. Looks great initially, but he is short on that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And the punt team downs this one just inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Hey, Jensen, top. Easy. Go, let's go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Just a yard left to go on second down.
On red. Tomato. Here we go.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Hey.
Putting a receiver in motion. First down throw, Lawrence. That's completed right side. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. So, well, there in the huddle, partner. We've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back for the start of the second quarter. Jaguars have the ball and a chance at 6.
Hey.
First and 10, he keeps it on the option. Now pitch play to McLaughlin. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Throw left side, complete. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. They'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko, Hunt.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Petsertan has it. And the Broncos are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And they're going to catch him right as he gets this to the 30. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Nix. This is Ingram working the left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. 16 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch. And that quarterback will find you again.
There's Harvey running from his own read. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Nix from the gun. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still blocked not enough to avoid third down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Third down now, Jaguars going nickel. They'll run here, ETN. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First and 10 from the 41. Nix now to throw. Completed over the middle. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that would be good for a Denver first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Nix with it on first. Inside the screen here, it's Harvey. He's inside the 10. And he gets it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return starts at the 9. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10.
Hey, go!
Not deterred by that kick. He's throwing again. Here's a screen for Tootin. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Lisa 24. Son, this is hot. Easy. 13, Lou.
They put a receiver in motion right. Throwing on first down, Lawrence. He steps in and makes the interception. Trey Greenlaw picks it off. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, it's Harvey. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Nick's looking to throw. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. They'll run here. It's Harvey. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes second and goal.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Ready.
ETN will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Couldn't get it the last 2 snaps. Another shot at 6 here on third and goal. Here's Nix to throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get some late points and the lead. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jaguars 7. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Broncos take over on his 5th interception of the season.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 15-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. Here's the fake. Here's Nix. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Second down, give to Harvey. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. ETN is across the line for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos will add to their lead at the end of the half. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Back to work after throwing the pin. Finds Hunter downfield. 30! Gets the 10! Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars make it a 1-score game before halftime. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Jaguars 14. Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. So that clock's going to run as he takes a knee. We'll see if the defense wants to burn a timeout and preserve some of it. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting from the 5.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. It's Nix out of the pistol. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. That is Caleb Ransall. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Hey, Soko, hot.
It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Red on red. Focus, hot.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He whips it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars start the 2nd half with some needed points. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars tie this game at 21.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, my son.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Oh, my son.
Inside handoff goes to ETN. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule?
1st down.
That was it.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Chased out to his right. Takes this one off to Harvey. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
To throw, here's Nix. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Darnell Savage with a pick. Now, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this 2nd half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
I mean, where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Connects with his back, Jaleel McLaughlin. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. Motioning the tight end now. 2nd down again to 2. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Hey. 13, Luke.
Inside give here for Newton. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
24. 11, Agate. 11.
And off to Tootin. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
The tackle by Zach Allen. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Easy. Son.
On the give, it's Tootin. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Rip, 23. Focus, hot. Hey, kill.
Here's Tootin. Still going inside the 35. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, run. Hey, tomato. Touch.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
All right, let's go. Hey, son.
Lawrence working from the gun. Gets him on the quick hitter. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Hit behind the line, it goes loose, and the Broncos corral it. Quick thinking and a great effort. Gronk adds a bunch on that fumble return.
I'll tell you this, inside the 5-yard line, that ball has got to be welded to your body at times. Under no circumstances can it come free. Whether someone puts a helmet on it or those players are just ripping it from both sides.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Hold on, son. Ready. Check.
Give up the middle to Harvey. Take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. He'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. play fake. Here's Nix. That's cut at the 4. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a fourth-quarter lead. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jaguars 21. Daniel
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Lawrence with it on first. Pass complete. That's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Hey, Lion! Focus, hot!
Trying to throw this from the gun. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20. Running it after the penalty. He's got it in the red zone. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. Shooting with it. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
Situational football. Looking at first and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's second and goal.
Red on red.
Now Lawrence. Cutting in the goal line. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars now trail by just a point in the 4th. So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Here's Nix. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
On the move, headed right. Rolling, and takes a deep shot down the middle. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Broncos 35, Jaguars 28.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
30 left. Done. That's hot.
Motioning left is Thomas.
Here we go.
1st down throw, Lawrence. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too.
It's a gain of 20.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
Easy. Route.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko.
Working now from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag.
Right, let's go. Hey, Soko.
Now it's Lawrence. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Kind of like with the hoops team, when they start missing free throws, everybody starts missing them. Feels that way with his quarterback right now. The one interception is leading to another, and eventually you just feel like every time the ball leaves his hands, it's danger.
Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So that brings up 4th and long.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Down to score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Throw deep to the left. That's complete inside the 35. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. Taking a chance to the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Red on red. Next side. Here we go. Hey, Duke. 11.
Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
He will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars cut it to a point late in this one. Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for two and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He'll look to throw it. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have taken the lead late. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Hey, Lion!
Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Finds Hunter downfield. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. Oh, it's no good. Wow, they got the touchdown. They chose to play for the tie and not the lead. They're going to remain down by 1 after they miss. They've got less than 40 seconds to work with. Not impossible, but got to recover this kick. We're waiting for that signal. Waiting. Oh, they've got it. The Jaguars recovered. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore. But he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. First and 10. Ball set up at the 48. They'll try it left with ETN. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be good for a Denver first. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. ETN again. This one is over. He's got the Broncos the first down and actually just about button up this victory. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Another Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
So it's a win for the Broncos. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.